Hey, welcome to your Sunday afternoon. 4 o'clock Shadow, episode 1319. Long before Star Wars or Secret Wars, there was Space Wars. We'll be looking at some of the Space Wars that Charlton Comics came out with, some of the great covers. Did my research, not much listed on X, so I have to go to eBay to show you, a good smattering of the books. Hopefully Shadowhawk will join us, maybe some others, who knows. Let's see here. Bring it up here. Here we go. And in no particular order. Here's number 14. Came out in 1961, so it got started in the early 60s. Very nice copy to be 60 plus years old. I mean, looks brand new. Of course, they want $95.95 for it, kind of expensive. But yeah, these are hard to find in good shape. Maybe the quality in the Silver Age was a little bit better with the paper. Let's see if I can get just let me click that off right there. So nice cover there. Secret Wars, number 14. Always ran stuff like this. It seems like contest, free trip to Hollywood, meet the stars, see the movie made American Internationals off on a comet. I don't think I've ever watched that movie. Gifts, special prize, premium offers, treasure, free membership. Join our exclusive treasure toy club. Marvel did the same thing with twin bikes and everything later on. Number 16 here, I believe, is Steve Ditko cover. He did a lot of the covers. Certainly looks like Steve Ditko. Insert right there. Maybe right here too. Yeah, that's all Ditko. Old Charlton logo that looked that way. They didn't change it till further into the 60s. I believe I've got a copy of this. It might be one of the 70s reprints. They later in the 70s and 80s did do some just redos on the covers, up the price, and the Charlton logo wasn't the small logo it is like on these. $47 for a 5.0. Of course, you can ask anything you want, right? This one I definitely have, number 30. Got a copy of that, but again, 35 center, you can tell by just 35 center, and you can has the numbering on there, the price and the year, 78/CDC UK. Nice magenta banner there. Not sure who did the cover, but like I say, Ditko did a bunch of these covers. Here's one from 1960, number 70. Number 7, I'm sorry. Again, with the ads. Check there's Shadowhawk right there. Hey, Shadow.
What up, man?
Just showing some comic books, brother.
Very cool. Yeah, sorry, it took me a minute.
No problem. Long before Star Wars or Secret Wars, there were Space Wars.
Perfect
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Mike Walters in the house, and didn't say hello to Howdeer 6480. He was the first in. And we have Omer Glitch in the house. Hey, Omer. Chiming in. Don't know who did this cover here. Black, sensitive cover, though. Again, contest winners, banners on there. Turkish Taffy. Wow. Courtesy of Turkish Taffy. Huh. That's a look at number 7 there from 1960. Number 5 here. I guess it started in 1959. They say 59 to 79 on this run. Nice explosive 10 cents, putting the 10 cents in that sort of explosion. That's nice. The Ray of Hate. Again, win your own real life pony. Win thousands of dollars in prizes. New contest every week. Transogram sweepstakes. Enter now. Astronaut run from cavemen. I don't know what he's sweating for. Maybe he's just a small panel there. You can see the prices on these, $36. Again, you can ask whatever you want on eBay, right? Let's check in the chat, Shadow, and everything's reduced.
Oh, sorry, buddy. The girls are over here making all kind of noise, so try not to.
I got it. Number 8 and 9 here, 1961 again. Space War. This stupid thing. I don't. There we go. Contaminated Spaceman.
Oh.
A blinding nuclear flash and engineer Bowman. That's wild because look at that W in Bowman. Of course, you'd probably have to blow it up on your phone, but it's a different font.
No, it's tiny, big.
Yeah. Was radioactive. A desperate decision was made, and the contaminated spaceman left the ship, doomed to the perils of outer space and the outcast people.
But Captain, I don't want to go.
Steve
I don't
Ditko
feel
cover here.
radioactive.
It's radio.
I know I've got a red shirt, but I can't die.
Don't know who did the Catman of Galaxy 9 cover, but Steve Ditko definitely did the
Bad
one
case.
for number 8 there.
Battle kit.
Spice War. Boom, 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 boom,
How
boom,
big
boom.
that Catman is? He's huge.
Yeah. Either that or the spaceships are micro size, you know,
Yeah, it's like micro machines.
very, very tiny.
The guy that used to talk like 100 miles an hour, micro machines. Blah, 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 blah.
Now, I thought we just looked at 8, and here's a number 8, another number 8. What the heck?
A
No
variant
number.
cover way back when? No.
What happened?
I said a variant cover way back when? No, it can't be.
I don't think so. I think somebody's got their numbering wrong, and you often see that. People start listing a bunch of stuff, and look out, it's a cat.
Well, it looks like they're purposely taking the picture so that the number is not in there. It's like
Charlton didn't always put the issue number on the cover.
yeah,
So,
forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm not.
That complicates it a bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So I don't know which is which, you know, but they're calling this number 8, and the other guy was calling that Ditko cover a number 8. So, but yeah, it's not like I'm tremendously up on this. This is number 31 here, supposedly, and you can go up to the later issues and see it says number 31, and you see a 78 there. That's the year, and you've got the price. That's all I asked for, really, on a cover. To be able to identify what issue number, and
that's everything you need, really. Yeah, you got the year, the price.
Yeah. Steve Ditko cover here. Atom bomb explosion cover. So that kind of helps with the value of it, you know.
Nuclear war.
Nuclear war, yeah. You can tell they're asking a good little bit for these things. I hate it that they don't get specific. They just put like 1959 through 79, which helps me, you know, I kind of got that it was probably 59 on up. But they don't tell you the specific year. That's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it did on the cover there, 1978. So.
Right, yeah. So it does tell you on the picture there.
On the cover, the guy on eBay didn't do that, but it's kind of
right. Well, he probably didn't. Well, he probably didn't feel the need since it was right there on the cover picture.
Maybe, yeah. This one here, I actually have in my collection. I bought some of these from Mile High Comics, and I think I might have multiples of this one, at least a couple issues of it with the giant Finatra, the giant praying mantis, number 28 from 1978. So year before it was closed up on the title. I think I saw some of these Space Wars out on the spinner rack back in the day, but I didn't give them much.
Nothing. I was just making a joke. Never mind. The direct predecessor to Pigs in Space.
Pigs in Space from
from the Muppet Show.
From the Muppet Show, yeah. Joe Staten artwork here in Lifelong Companion. Of course, Joe Staten did a lot of work in the mid-70s for Charlton. Did E-Man.
Oh, I remember E-Man.
Yeah, that shows you some of the insides of it. Just checking the paper. Often the paper down below. Okay, see here? See how the paper's uneven at the bottom, Shadow? That was a bad trait for Charlton in the 70s and the 80s.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was that?
It's probably small for you, but see the bottom, the actual bottom of this page? There's a couple pages that are
Right.
cut short or cut uneven.
Oh, yeah. I see it now. I blew it up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of got like a little bit of a raggedy edge to it, even.
exactly. They do. Yeah. In the 70s
Wow,
and
that's kind
80s,
of spot.
the
Yeah.
quality is piss poor. That's why you can't even get them CGC graded or CBCS graded or,
Ah, okay. Yeah, because that's like, that wasn't even like a straight cut. It was like, I don't know if that's just a dull blade or if that's like meant to be that way, but that's not good.
Yeah, the forms were up and down on those things. Here's number 29 from, it says UK price variant, but I mean, that is no UK price variant. As far as I know, they always put the UK price on these plus the American price. So that's not a variant. Somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. Another
Somebody's just
Steve
trying
Ditko.
to embellish shit,
Yeah.
make it seem like it's worth more money.
That's kind of different. He's
Ooh.
got S Ditko, the way he signed it on this one. S above the Ditko. S Ditko.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Kind of different for his signature. Steve Ditko cover
Yeah,
here.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Space War.
Space Wars. That's right. Number 4 here. Now, this isn't going to really tell. It's probably 59 or 60. Got a little writing. Oh, somebody wrote 1960 on it. Okay. That didn't help the
Ouch.
value of it. They still want
No, that
$32
is-
for this. Another Steve
Fucking
Ditko
asshole.
cover.
I'm just gonna write right on the cover here because it's convenient.
Kids did that,
I know.
My mother at one time, I think, said, "Why don't you write your name on it?" I'm like, no. A lot of kids did, though. Number 8. Look at this. They want $164.99 for this 1960 number 8. They do have some value to them. There's that Contaminated Spaceman cover again by Steve Ditko. But look at that. It's got a crumpled corner. It's amazing. I don't know that they want that much for Civil War soldier set on the back. There you go. The Rebs charging the Union.
The little Foot
Wonder how
Locker.
that's gonna, huh?
Is it like the little Foot Locker? You remember those?
Yeah.
They were basically they were like 2-dimensional. They look 3-dimensional, but they're basically just flat, and then they got a little base that stood them up.
I know that there was only 6 Gatling guns, big machine gun, Gatling gun made.
Cannons.
Well, there was only 6 Gatling guns, and you get 6 Gatling guns here. And 30 cavalrymen, 30 infantrymen, 18 sharpshooters, 18 field cannon. It gives you the
field cannons. There you go.
Yeah. See, they've even got.
I guarantee you that those are like the same exact thing as like the little World War II guys that came in the Foot Locker, but they were basically 2-dimensional. They were like flat. Just printed on both sides with a tiny little base so you could stand them up like the edge of a coin.
Yeah, for that price. You're lucky they even sent you anything,
Dude, yeah, I mean, I never did. And they actually, you got everything they said was going to be in it. It's like 160 pieces or whatever, and you pull it out and count them. Yeah, there's 160 of these little fuckers in there.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the last ones here. Number 33, another Steve Ditko from 1979. Black, sensitive cover.
Why do you keep calling him a dick? God,
Don't think that passed my lips, brother.
Steve Dicko. I mean, what did he do to you guys? Gee.
Now this one's kind of freaky. Look at the aliens, almost like Twilight
No,
Zone
I don't want
aliens.
to look
They're
at
on the
the
side.
aliens. No, they scare me.
Well,
No,
this
that's kind of cool.
I think they reused this cover because they say this is kind of, and I have this. That spaceship is kind of an unfortunate configuration. A lot of people point that out. You know,
Those are spare fuel tanks, right? I don't know.
sure, yeah.
I don't know what your confusion
1979
is
was
there.
this in response to Star
Obviously,
Wars
those are the
success.
spare fuel stuff.
Hey, Dave. Yes, safeguard
Howdy,
right there.
Jimmy and Baby.
Sorry for the shield, guys. No problem. Only 4 hours left.
Get out there and pack it, people. Get it while you can.
Happy birthday, Eric and Boyd, apparently. Happy
Oh,
birthday,
yeah.
Eric.
I'm sorry, Eric, if I didn't say on the air. I said happy birthday to him earlier. But happy birthday, Eric.
Damn uneven paper. I know.
Yeah, somebody should be shot. Yeah. My friends, line them up against the wall.
The gift that keeps on giving. Kind of like Bugs Bunny when he takes a drink, or Yosemite Sam when he takes a drink, he's got leakage.
Yeah, yeah, you missed me. He takes a drink and like 15 little fucking holes where everything's just pouring out.
All right. Well, I'll let you. Is this a space? Is this lizard representation? I think so. Maybe space snake, huh?
Space lizard? Nah.
Space
Space
serpent.
snake?
Let's see. Space serpent. Yeah.
Well, lizards and snakes are technically different, right?
They're technically what?
They're different. Lizards have legs. Snakes do not.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Mm.
I'm just saying they're technically different species. They're related, but they're not the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Space Wars number 16 here. Yeah.
Gotta burst Rex's bubble every now and again.
It's fine. It's good. We'll see a space lizard or something here coming up.
You're just trying to get out easy, man. I ain't gonna let you rip off Lorenzo like that. If you're gonna give him lizard representation, it better be a real lizard. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You know the thing.
You know the thing. Number 21 here from 63. That's a nice cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Very We didn't see the blobs coming.
The little purple blobby guy in the background there.
What's in the background?
Got an eyeball out of nowhere. Oh, you got a bunch of eyeballs out of nowhere. Yeah.
The leeches have taken over. I've got to get help. Leeches.
Yeah.
Space
leeches.
The odd
space
leeches. Look at that.
Space leeches. Now I'm going to have bad dreams tonight. You know that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is my job to poke at you every now and then. But look, they won $47.99. These things aren't easy to get. I mean, I started at the highest, so they're going to be expensive. That's a lot of money
a decent price for a single floppy. You know, I mean, I'd be happy to sell that for that price.
Well, you would be not to buy it at that price, though. It's very high, I think.
It's bro. The market is what the market is. You know, everything is negotiable. Like I said before, I put up a suggested price on my
Well, yeah,
site.
like
It's
this guy,
you.
make an offer. He's got that option up there.
Mm-hmm.
Make an offer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make me any kind of offer you want to. That doesn't mean I'm gonna accept it. But
I
if you want to come close, $5, whatever, maybe we can talk. I don't know, but
maybe we can't. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you've had people lowball you before.
oh yeah. And I just tell them, nah, not interested, bro. I got better offers on the table already, And you don't have to prove anything to anybody. It's just like, no, your offers are not good enough. It's just the way it is.
I think on this one, they might have had perhaps look how big the box is, more dialogue, but they wound up not putting it in.
Yeah, it does
Maybe,
look like it does.
maybe
Or maybe
it
they
was a
forgot.
different color and
Maybe
they
they
omitted.
forgot to put in
Yeah.
a little paragraph or something, like an introductory thing, maybe,
Hmm.
or a little, what do you call it?
I can't help you, brother. I had no clue.
What is
This is
where
your
you're
story.
expanding? You, there's a term for it when you're expanding the story, but you do it like in a narrative block instead of having the characters have this big, long, giant conversation. Exposition. It might be like an
Exposition.
exposition. Yeah.
I
So,
just a guess here. I think they probably had the rest of the wording in another color and they just omitted it and just got the title in there.
just forgot to throw it down.
Yeah, I thought forgot that layer to put that layer in there in a different color or
Whoops.
something.
Yeah, it
Oops.
might have
Yeah.
been. Well, no, they got the red on there, so they didn't miss that. I don't know.
Number 3 here. Let's see what this. Oh, Complete Space War Volume 3. So they've actually put these in larger, expanded volumes.
Oh, and trade paperbacks.
Number 27 issue classics, or 27 issues, apparently. Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty big volume. It's got 27 issues.
Gwandan Land Comics? No, that's kind of
Gwen,
strange.
Gwendoland.
Come
Hmm. I don't know.
on.
Interesting.
Gwandaland something. Yeah, comics.
Okay. Why have I never heard that name before? Being that unique, you would think
Well,
I would have heard of that.
DC Comics, DC Comics
Gwendoland.
bought out the Charlton stuff. So I maybe just, I don't know, you know.
That's crazy.
This is new to me too. Let's see. Gwandaland Comics, we specialize in character collections, many for the first time in print. We also publish individual issues from the past as well, because complete comic title series. We take
So these are reprints then. This is not the original stuff.
yes, this is,
Okay.
but I'm wondering how Gwandaland gets to do this, and when DC owns the Question and Blue Beetle and Captain Atom and all those characters that came out of Charlton.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I'm just going to guess here, but I would probably guess that all those guys are public domain by now. Have they been around for 70 plus years?
No,
No?
they
Okay.
came out in the 60s, so they're a little over 60 years old, or about 60 years old. Yeah.
Okay, so they're not quite there yet. So, all right. All right. Well, that guess was completely off base then. I don't know, Rex. I don't know how they're doing. Maybe they got some kind of licensing deal on the side with like WB or something. Like how was it Dynamite or whoever it is, or IBS or whatever the fuck, IDW. I don't even know if they're still around anymore. but they used to get like the licenses from different people to do Ninja Turtles or other stuff, Predator, Alien, whatever.
See, this one isn't in great shape at all. You can tell from the top there, but at least it would be a good filler reader copy till you could get something better.
How they got a swamp monster in space?
Well, they're on another
call
planet.
foul.
So.
I call foul on this one. It looks like they're on a barren meteorite, that there's a swamp monster chasing them.
Got some real damage to this one, but at least it's a reader copy.
Yeah, you can read it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least there's that.
Well, it's a good filler.
Here's your filler right there.
Wow, look at that. Oh, this might be Circle 8 collection, because see, the 8 is on there. That's a thing. Yeah, Circle 8 collection.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Well, Elsie's explained that before. Remember, there was
okay. Well, I forgot. So, I don't need a lecture about it. It's been explained before. Just tell me what the fuck it is.
Okay. It's a pedigree collection where they wrote in grease pencil, like, okay, there's 8 copies here or something. Had a lot, or they were right on the top copy, and this was one of them. So that's what a Circle 8 looks like. Yeah.
So that's just a grease pencil. So if you took like a paper towel, you could wipe it off there, and it wouldn't damage that book at all.
I guess I've never tried that.
That I mean,
you're wiping the pedigree away, but sure. I mean, you can tell this is in pretty good shape.
Well, yeah, but if you look at it like you found that thing like when you were a kid, Rex. You go and buy a bunch of books randomly out of a fucking garage sale or something, and you see this stupid circle and an 8 on a comic book. And you go, some asshole wrote on my book, and then you realize, like, you might be able to just rub that off there with a fucking paper towel.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know it was a thing that you could do that with a paper towel.
If it's a grease pencil, you should be able to. Those are basically erasable.
Okay. All right. I've got a few like that. Sure.
I mean, I don't know if you want to try it. It might make it, you might be fucking yourself over.
I only have one Circle 8 that was given to me by LZ, and it really, I mean, they would have to certify it. This is Steve Ditko, again, covered to number 10.
Oh, with another nuclear bomb cover.
Another nuclear bomb, yeah. Doesn't the guy in the circle there look a little like J. Jonah Jameson?
A little bit.
The comeback.
That damn Spider-Man, he blew me up again. Hail,
the man was in the way, the comeback.
Hail Timothy Olsen. Hello. Homer Glitch. Everybody. Genuine dates. Sorry, guys. I've been sorely lacking on my chat skills lately. Sorry about that.
This one I think I have in my collection from 1979, number 34. I'm not sure how many, I did a search for the last issue. I can't really tell you. I mean, 79 was the last year it came out. We didn't go beyond this one much. But nice creature, underwater creature like cover by Steve Ditko.
It's a cute underwater creature.
Oh, here's number 1, 1959. Okay, so here's number 1. abandoned spaceship. Not
Hey,
bad
like
shape.
these space nuts?
See, like this guy does not have a best offer, make an offer.
Hell there. I didn't say hello to you yet.
$60 for number one. In
We
this
just
shape, of course.
avoided those giant furry space nuts. Oh my.
Little water damage, as you can see on the back, more apparent there. You want to look at the staples, make sure there's not any rust migration, because that can be a real problem. Have you got any rusty staples out there in your collection, Shannon?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, there's
If
that's rust
if I did,
migration.
I'd probably be freaking out. I'd be like, "What the fuck?" No, I don't think I've been very careful with climate control for my books over the years.
Oi, Savaloy Carey, how are you? Flashing boots to get noticed by
the flashing boots.
Okay.
I said hi already before you flashed, Gary. So just
We
for the record.
Tour Comics in the house, Iba Saba.
But thanks for the flash.
Yeah, thanks for exposing yourself.
Yeah.
I'm coming out. I think we looked at this one, number 29. That's Ditko cover. I'm not the Enchanted Planet.
Ain't killing me, Rex.
Slow death, eh?
Whoa.
Those are wild looking animal aliens up there, sort of globular with tentacles, but I guess that's what those things are. They could be floating trees for all I know. Ditko had quite the imagination, Number 3 here.
Yeah, he's apparently a perv. I mean,
1960.
Quite imaginative, yeah.
That's a nice one. This is fairly nice book here, early book. Went 2 trips to Disneyland, TWA, New York, plus
TWA.
And you should like this cover because look, they're carrying off the astronaut with a bird, a space bird. It's a giant feet.
It's one of my cousins. What's up, bro?
Huh? Bum, 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 bum.
I said, one of my cousins. What's up, man?
That's a nice one. I'm going to put a watch on that one. Of course, when you do, they often will make a sale. They'll send you a thing, and don't have any.
That's real.
15.
You poor land creatures don't stand a chance if we decide to turn against
Sorry.
So, that one that was kind of trash that they wanted $2.99 plus shipping. Here's one for $10. Better shape, much better shape. I mean, it's not stellar shape, but it's better shape.
Okay.
I guess I only got one picture to it. That sucks. They don't even show you the back of it. But they want basically about the same shipping, about $6.25 for ground. Ground is the cheapest you can go. I don't even think you're supposed to see it.
If you're sending even one comic in a Gemini and you got it wrapped up, with a bag and a board and a little bit of bubble wrap, and then you put it into a waterproof mailer, it's going to be $6.50, $6.75 all day to send that one comic.
Right.
Now, you can send 5 or 6 for pretty much the same price before the weight goes up enough to really change it much.
I don't send it in a Gemini mailer because that's more weight. What I did, if you'll remember, like the ash can, I sandwich it between cardboard and put it in an envelope, and with several layers of cardboard on both sides. I've never had anything.
And I get that, if I understand,
yeah.
But
you got all those mailers, I could see why you want to put them to use.
if your standards aren't as high as mine, and you don't have,
Wow.
500 Gemini Millers just sitting around.
This is
I've been saving them since day one, dude. I got like a fucking shit ton of these things. If you need some, just let me know. I'll send you a bundle.
some Golden Age Charlton here, a little bit different. Space Western comics. Spurs Jackson and his Space Vigilantes. Spurs Jackson, really.
Space Vigilantes. Oh, sorry. Everything sounds better when you go space.
Ghost. Now they did have Space Adventures. I do have some of
See?
those. Looks like they use that same logo. I bought a bunch of these through the Charltons that I
Oh,
have.
look. My big green cousin bird right there. He doesn't get straight past him, right? No. Oh,
What? What was it? I
Robert
didn't quite
Landau.
hear
There's
you.
a big green bird on the cover. Go back. Back.
Oh yeah,
There.
right here.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. There he is. Look at that. Terrifying.
Terrifying. I know. Yeah. Steve Ditko cover there. With very young Captain Adam. Oh, here's one.
My
Number
younger
7.
cousin. He's still a little green. Oh.
Well, there's your lizard representation. Come on, man, destroying the spaceship, huh?
All right. Hold on. Let me see. Yes.
Looks like a
You win
space
on this
dinosaur
one.
to me.
Yeah. That looks like a
Space.
lizard to me.
And then we got devil men attacking the astronauts.
Ew.
Yeah.
Those are almost like your little minion guys. What do you call them? What do you call them? The little guys that you had flying around in the background on Devil Flyers. The
Oh,
devil,
demon flyers.
Demon
Yes.
Flyers. Yeah.
Male or female miniature dog at no cost. Do you give me a home? Supplies
In the
limited.
mail? Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah. Please give me a home.
Under
No
a
cost.
cardboard box with some holes in it and shit. Fucking
Your
poor
new
dog.
real live miniature monkey through the mail.
Oh hell yeah! Give me a monkey. Need me a monkey. Oh God. Fuck, dude, remember you used to be able to buy baby alligators.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could, through the mail, man, you could fucking, and they would send them to you in a little fucking, like, Tupperware container inside a cardboard box.
Oh, this is Spice Adventures. This isn't Spice Wars.
The alligators in the sewers of New York are real, people.
A Capital publication. Huh. I wonder if Charlton. I wonder if Charlton. That's a Dick Gargiano cover. Look at that. That's early Dick Gargiano from 1953.
Okay, I saw the notification, but if I try to grab it, I'll get kicked. So that's up to Rex if he wants to show it.
Yeah, we'll take a break and look at what Carrie sent me. Make sure you send it to me over there, if you will.
She said she did.
Okay. I like how the smoke kind of goes through the logo there. That's kind of nice.
Oh, that's kind of a cool effect, isn't it? Going right through the A there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Early Dick Gargiano. I wouldn't have known that's his work.
That's Giordano?
Really?
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
1953. Cool. Yeah. See there? There's the signature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yep. I wonder if it started out with Capital, if Charlton bought them out, because they definitely took over Space Adventures as a title. Remember, Jim Aparo did at least one of those covers back in.
Oh yeah, we just looked at that the other day.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday we were looking at the Aparo stuff? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Number 23 here of Space Wars. and just the singular, not space wars, but space war. Just war in space in general.
War.
The
They have a cool
aggressors.
ship, though.
Now, see there on the S, they have markings like that would have been May 29th. That's kind of like written on there by the person who distributes it out on the spinner rack.
Oh,
They write it actually on the cover of one of the books.
oh,
Don't ask me why, but they
beat
do.
them.
They used to be common practice.
They at least
I
have
avoided
comics
those
and
like
stuff.
the plague, to tell you the truth, when I saw them.
No, yeah. If I
Although
saw something written on, I was looking for another copy. You know, oh, there better be another one in.
this is a neat one. Space Adventures number 20,
Wow.
volume 1, 1956,
Oh,
in high grade comic book.
you know,
They
high
only want
grade chemical
$500 in raw for
confession.
it. That's a neat
Is that
logo,
all?
that ACG, though. That's pretty neat. First trip to the moon. Well, you look, he's got a vacuum cleaner. No, not really. It's a Geiger counter, I guess.
It's Herbert H. Hoover.
It's a metal detector. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
But look at all the writing they put on a cover.
Wow.
What a bit.
That's a big old paragraph on that cover, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You don't see that very often. I mean, you see writing back in the day, but not that much.
Wow, this is the back here. Wow, all in black and white. Got Herbie there.
Mama, you lit up the room like a Christmas tree. I feel like a vampire. I'll get that, baby. Oh,
Now,
looks like we're getting ready to do Christmas lights. I might have to mute for a minute or two.
now this is a
Be
newer
right back.
book, $2.50. The ACG, that's a reprint, and they want like $300 for it, as if it's a vintage old book.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Fuck that
That's
shit.
crap. Yeah, to ask $300.
Oh, that ain't right. That is not right.
I'm sure they're
and
hard
there's
to
probably
find.
some sucker out there. There's gonna be somebody that buys that goddamn thing thinking it's real. You know, that ain't right, dude. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, Space 1999. Since we're here, John Byrne, early John Byrne, from 1975. I like the coloring, the way they did the coloring on these. Probably hand brushed on. I think I have a copy of that in my. Yep, John Byrne artwork. Apex Comics in the house. Hey, Apex. Space War, yes. All right, we'll take a break here and we'll look at Carrie's picture, unless she's like, well, wait till Shannon gets back. I can't win for losing. Okay, anyway, let me see. Got to go to Instagram for.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna have to hit the button.
Sorry, go ahead and show it, Rex. I'm just helping Mal with some lights here. I haven't gone nowhere. You can go ahead and show whatever.
Okay.
I'm listening.
And you can go. Got Apex Comics in the house. All right, got to go over to Instagram here. What you been working on, Carrie? Some more fantabulous artwork.
Oh, now it's out. Sorry. Let's see what you got there, kid.
Oh, yeah. It drew Dawn as a pickle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She said something about that in the chat. Okay, it's on that. All right. I got to mute for a minute. Be right back.
I got to kick myself.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm going to try to vamp as I do Christmas lights. You're gonna hear some noise. It's better than Rex's dead air. Oh, okay. Rex is back. I'm gonna
Ready?
mute.
Okay. All right. So here is Carrie's. If I wanted to make this big screen because it goes wacky after a while. There we go. Stop. You'll give them all insomnia. Don as a pickle. Hopefully they had a good show last night. You can catch the studio show on Saturday nights. I rested. Number 24 here, Dick Gargiano artwork. It says, don't know if he did the cover or not. A little rankled there, a little bent up and whatnot. Even the bent up ones don't, again with the Turkish taffy ad, little water damage, that really hurts. Emerald Moon. Again, the kind of deckled edge there on the, I don't know how you get that, but Charlton had that in the 70s and the 80s and in the 60s here, A pressing would take all the, take a lot of this out of there though, and be much, you have to look beyond that. This is wrinkled. Another John Byrne cover there on Space 1999. Some of his first work. They say this one's number 18. And I think they were saying it was number 8 earlier. They just left out a digit. It's actually 18, this particular one. They look like they're robot. That's sad when you have to get a shaman from Africa to stave off the robot invasion. Old school. Here's a lot. Sometimes you'll get a lot. And you can fill in some holes, to your collection if you're collecting them. Here's number 26. Don't think we've seen that one. Facsimiles. I may even have a copy of this one. Some of the interior stuff. I always like to look at the edges on these. See if they're even or not. You really have to do that with Charlton. Oh, here's a nice one. The Invaders. Long before the TV show. Flying over the Washington, apparently, there. Or it looks like the Capitol down there. I don't know what all this other stuff is. We're all doomed. We're being invaded. Almost Buck Rogers like spaceship there. When they say volume 1, they mean the first series. Number 25 here, though. That might be a Dick Gargiano cover. I hate to guess, but see, they must have came out with a lot of these. Here's 5 of the same one. I already have that in my collection. Here's number 3. Dick Gargiano cover, they say, artwork. I think we saw one of those earlier. Yeah, with the giant bird. Pink spacesuit. How about that? The World of the Firebirds. They're not giving these things away. That's for sure. They're getting cheaper because I started at the highest and came down. This is nice cover. Nicely designed cover. I like this. These, had a lot of space scenes. So, they're going to show breakage of color. This looks like a Dick Garagano cover. Very nice. I like that. I like the design of that. It's very cool. There we go. Almost like they put the logo in the design of the cover on this one. Multi-panel cover here. All Steve Ditko artwork. Number 4, 10 center. See that $49.50. They ain't cheap, folks. They ain't cheap. Oh, Space War original art from 1978. Ellis artwork, I guess. Some of the word balloon. Come on now. Some of the word balloon missing there, but you can see where the rubber cement was, and it's turned yellow. Here's the whole thing. Who's putting that? Oh, my friend from Key Comics. Okay. Yeah, he's got an X-Men #1 in the background. He often does that. That's why, to help people inquire about some of the other stuff he's got. What is this? The Startling Terror Tales. That's a hard one to find from Star Publications. That's an expensive book.
Still here. Got lights going. Be right back.
I think I've got him on my saved contact sellers, positive. Wow, he's hit over 10,000 feedback. Key Comics, highly recommend Key Comics. It's not above cutting you a deal. Sponsored. Some other original artwork here. There's an Adventure Comics page. Very cool. I bought some Charlton covers from him. Some production covers. Here's one, Space Adventures 44 from 1962. So Space Adventures had a higher count, little wing ear there on him. Wow. The Mercury Man. The underdog. Origin and first appearance of Mercury Man. So you get his origin too. Interesting. We looked at that one. There's a smattering of Vintage Charlton. The Green Planet. Wow. I can get this thing to go. Here, come on. And Strange Suspense Stories. The Green Planet. Never seen that one. Space War there. The Brain Master. Also the Underworld. The Beginning. Yeah, I mean, $90. That might not be too bad. There's that. If I can get this to work right. Here we go. Unusual Tales.
Well, yeah, a little bird told me that you're gonna have a hobo headed your way probably day after tomorrow. So you're getting it packaged up today, and I'll probably get it out to you maybe tomorrow afternoon or the day after.
Elsie says we're only 8,000 something. Well, that's a lot. I mean, you're not that far behind
Well,
Key Comics.
Because we got to do this window, but it's going to travel all the way over there.
Let's looking at chat here real quick. There we go. Number 20. I think we saw this one in the lot. Certainly the one that was in that lot looked a lot better than this one. So sometimes, you know, it's especially on some of these hard to find books, it's better to buy in lots, you know. Not always. You got to really do your research on some of these things. Space Adventures. I've got a copy of that. You'd see in this lot here, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, not on this one. I think that's the Steve Ditko cover. It's kind of covered up there. And then, of course, you can come down here and look at it. Not always signed. Not always signed, but Mike Zeck had, you know, a couple covers in Monster Hunters. I know they had at least one all Ditko issue. Exterminators. I think a lot of the 70s Charlton was reprinted from other stuff that they'd already paid for, you know, from the 60s. It was like a reissue. Here's one I have that this is original 12 center. I always thought this guy's face, I don't know, to me almost looked like Art Adams artwork. But they later in the 70s or 80s, I think maybe the 70s, reprinted this a little bit different. Of course, the price had changed, maybe the logo, stuff like that. I've got both issues. Charlton was reissuing old stuff throughout the 70s and 80s. Quality was so bad on some of this stuff, people weren't buying it. But there were some Charlton readers. There we go. Space Adventures again presents Space Trip to the Moon. Now man's first trip to the moon. 1958. $100. At least that's what they're asking. I've got this copy here. Presents UFO. That was before UFO came out on TV. Gary Anderson's UFO. Of course, his Space 1999 made it into like that uneven edge. And you see they've got a date stamp on there. That was common. They either wrote it in or date stamped it with a rubber stamp. There's a lot more, you know.
Hey, I'm back in Hale Tank Fair. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
Good to
Tank
see you.
Ferret. Spice Adventures with
Ow.
Captain Adam there in red, white, and blue logo.
Mm-hmm.
In
Space Adventure.
yeah, Space Adventures. I bet you that Charlton bought that title out, you know, from that earlier publisher we saw.
Yeah, I guess they must have, huh?
This was one that Charlton came out with, sort of pre-code that Ditko worked on. This is Steve Ditko cover here. The Thing. Last issue, as a matter of fact. This is the last issue.
The Thing, based on it came from outer space. The Thing.
No, long before it
No.
came out in the movies,
No.
they had a title called The Thing. Early 50s.
I'm asking if it was the same story. I know the story was written long before the movie was made, Rex. I understand that.
Oh, okay. No connection whatsoever.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Haunted here, another Steve Ditko cover, dealing with voodoo, Hens and the Dolls. It's kind of wild, huh? Haunted. He did a lot of Haunted for Charlton.
Interesting.
1954. Last issue, voodoo cover. So it ran 21 issues. I would say the Authority Code killed this title. See, no Authority Code on here. 54. They probably just ended it, which was probably a good thing, because if they kept churning it out,
yeah, it wasn't worth fighting about it, man.
Number 27 here, Space War. Reedy and the Fire Apes. Really?
All right.
Reedy and the Fire Apes. It's no use. Our blast chargers don't even slow them up. Slow them up. Don't slow them down, but slow them up. Wow. Who writes this crap?
Some comic book hack. Oh, wait. I mean,
yeah.
Amazing. Some amazing author. He was an amazing author.
Here you go, Steve Ditko, Space Wars.
Before that,
Charlton Comics reprints, but it's just going to be like the Ditko stories. It's not going to be like all the stuff. You know, he didn't do all of it. Just his stuff from Space Wars. But there are volumes out there. Here's Adele, Spaceman. I think I've got one of those Spaceman comics. Space Adventures. Oh, Charlton Magazine, Space 1999. How about that? They put it in magazine format. I knew of the comic that had early John Byrne, but not that it was a magazine.
Well, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having a couple of
1976.
Magazine size ones.
Almost 50 years old. Come next year, 50 years old. Gray Morrow cover. So this is a Gray Morrow cover. Painted cover.
Oh, bro, remind me. Where do I know Val Merrick from? I know he's like a classic artist, right? But what did he do? What is he famous for?
He did a lot of horror books. He did The Living Mummy for a little while.
Okay.
you say it's crap 1640. Actually, I'm kind of tempted if I had the money. I thought that was a pretty good issue for 1640.
I don't know. Anyway,
I don't
yeah,
know
Rob
any.
Mary put me up on Facebook with
He
a
did the
friend
Living
request.
Mummy,
So,
most of the Living Mummy stories in that Marvel Thrillers or whatever it was called in the mid 70s.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah,
I don't know that.
I knew him for some reason, but I couldn't think of what it was I knew him from. But yeah, he hit me up on Facebook. I got a friend request out of the blue, and it was Val Merrick. Why do I know that name? I was like, I know this dude is like he did some shit in comics, so I just went ahead and followed him back. I was like, yeah.
Carrie wants you to praise her picture. She says, Shadowhawk, what did you think of my portrait of Don as a pickle?
I'm sorry, Rex was showing it while I wasn't looking at the screen. I told him to show it, and then Mama Huck distracted me. I'm so sorry. Show it again, Rick.
Okay. I can do that.
Is it
Your
like
wish is my
Rick
command.
from Rick and Morty? Is it like Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did do a pickle thing, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. And Pickle Rick, bitches. He was indestructible.
You can see that, can't you? Or no, I got to share screen, huh?
Not yet. Yeah. Oh, wait. The fucking stream there. You gotta do all kinds of extra. Oh, yeah, look at that's awesome, Carrie. It is kind of Pickle Rick. He's got a cowboy hat on. Very nice. I like it. Good job, Carrie.
Very, very good.
You ready? Alright. Mama Hunt's got me ready to decorate another window. I'm gonna have to mute for a minute. I shall.
Oh, are you doing Christmas decorating?
Yeah, we just gotta get the second window in the front of the house synced up with the lights, because we got lights that'll actually like change colors and stuff together and all that kind of stuff. And then once we do that, then we can put up the Christmas tree. But we gotta get these lights up in the window first, and then I'm free. So give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be listening.
All right. So this is the only, number 2 I've seen. That was 1959. So apparently,
Don't be talking no shit.
What was it? I'm sorry. Number 1 and 2 from 1959, and then I guess from 3 on was 1960 on up to 19. They must have had a hiatus with this and brought it back. I think that was it, about mid 70s. They brought it back, continued the numbering. This is a wonderful, this is off topic here, but Fantastic Giants number 34. It's got like Steve Ditko drawn in with an ink pot head. Of course, Gorgo and Conga cover. Wonderful. Wonderful comic. I'm glad I've got something better than that in my collection. That one's kind of raggedy. So, Space Wars ran for 30-something issues. This is a nice one. Let's see. This is Charlton Publications Space War, Volume 3, number 17 from 1958. It's not Space War. They got the title wrong. It's Outer Space. I usually contact the people and say, you have the title wrong. That's not going to help you sell it, probably, if you have the title wrong. Sometimes it does. X2, number 22 here. Hate to see the dog ears, but like this seller here, Golden Memories Vintage. Okay, they didn't even straighten that corner up. It makes me wonder, even if I bought this book at $25 and paid $6 for shipping, so I'm into it over $30, how are they going to ship it? or is it going to be destroyed in shipping? Oh, this is a nice one. Yeah, okay. We've seen this one, multi-panel number 10. Steve Ditko cover. Only 30-something of these around. Here's a nice Space Adventures from Charlton. They had some good covers. Of course, Space Adventures earlier on had Captain Atom stories in them by Steve Ditko. And I guess that's it on that as far as, doing a search. That's what's available. I'm sure we didn't see all the issues. Or wait a minute. Maybe not. Here we go. I was on the wrong screen. Here's a lot here with one of them Space Adventures with Captain Atom. Yeah, it's the same one we looked at. And then War, which dealt with war. Getting down in price because it started from the highest and came down. $48, you might be able to make a, 6.5 on that if you wanted it. You'd probably pay that much to get it slabbed nowadays. Probably more than that. Yeah, and the raw like this. I just wait for another, comparable book to come along. You're not even really getting a good photo here. It's blurry up top. It's shaded, You don't know how the colors are popping or not. Of course, they've got multiple pictures. That's good. But yeah, $200. Nah, pass. Sorry. Ditko cover here on Space Adventures number 8. Almost looks like Shazam, doesn't it? From the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Jim Aparo cover. We talked about Jim Aparo yesterday on Feature Friday. We've seen this one or not? Yeah, we've seen this one. We've seen photo cover there, partial photo cover. Dig This Crazy Comics. Like Mad Magazine. Charlton come out with. Where's everybody? I came here to seek my fortune. They're all home reading Times Square there, maybe. I'm not sure. Odd stuff. And you can look over here for tops in entertainment. Read the following approved comics: Space Adventures, Rocky Lane Western, Racket Squad, Tex Ritter Western. Dig This Crazy Comic. Lash LaRue, Hot Rods Racing, Six Gun Heroes, Crime Justice, Sweethearts, Atomic Mouse. All the Charlton titles at the time. Young Eagle, Army Attack. Those mid-60s books, see if they talk about Vietnam. We were looking at Batman afterwards, Batman lunch boxes for Shadowhawk. He had one of those. I'm surprised he had one of those. Dad bought it way before he was born, a couple years before he was born. I don't know that the magazines had burned interiors in them, though. I know the comics did, but the magazine, some of those magazines can be quite, scarce to find, too.
Wait a minute, what happened? I heard you talking shit about me a second ago. What?
I got no
Not
clue.
you, right? No, you said something about my dad having to buy it for me or something. I wasn't old enough. Or were you talking about somebody?
Oh, I was saying something about that you and I and Elsie were looking at lunch boxes for the Batman lunchbox, and that your dad bought one
Mm-hmm.
a couple years before you were
Oh,
born, and that's what you used for
yeah.
most of your time in grade school, and
Yeah, from like kindergarten till like sixth grade, I use that thing, dude. I love
they
that
were
lunchbox.
since I was on eBay, they were coming up as like recently viewed items, because we'd looked at that the other day, the thermoses and
Mm-hmm.
the yeah. That's one thing I really would like to do. Maybe even on the after we get the John Buscema book done, maybe put that as a
Do a
stretch
lunchbox?
goal, as like a Devil Flyer lunchbox. I'd really love to do
That,
lunchbox,
oh yeah, dude, that would be awesome, man.
or maybe
I'm
just
trying to take,
general like a momentum, and then put all kinds of
and
characters
that
on
one.
there.
Well, that one was what do they call that? Like a base relief, where it's like punched
Embossed,
out,
yeah,
embossed.
yeah, it's raised,
Yeah, so
embossed,
you could
yeah.
lay a piece of paper over the top of it and just rub a pencil or a crayon over it, and you'd get a
Mhm.
perfect picture of Batman and Robin and all that shit. It was so
And
cool, dude. I love that lunchbox when I was a kid.
Elmer Glitch says pipe dreams.
Halo,
Well, yeah, I know he's just joking, but
it
no, it's not pipe dreams.
it de-
We'll
it
eventually get
depends
to it.
what you
We'll do it.
depends what you got in the pipe over it. If it's
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit of that opium, you got all kind of dreams.
yeah, yeah. Opium will affect you like no other drug, man. It'll make you happy, that's for sure.
It'll make somebody happy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, long before Star Wars and Secret Wars, there were Space Wars, starting in 1959, and did a couple of issues, and then I think with issue 3, January 1960 and on. And they must have put that story on hiatus for a little bit and then come back with it in the mid 70s. Because if it had been running from like 59 to 1979, the count would be bigger than 30 something issues. So I imagine they discontinued it for a little bit and then brought it back and continued with the counting. And a lot of that stuff was probably
Oh,
reprint stuff from the previous issues. So,
yeah,
because
could be.
Charlton was
Yeah.
master at that. Yeah. I've got
Mm.
back here, I've got one of those Iron Man, Hulk versus the Hulk Buster iron suits, and it's embossed.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
very
really?
nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Anytime I see something like that out in the wild in the stores, it's like, oh, gotta have that, because it's they just don't make that many lunch boxes at metal anymore, and how
Dude,
they
did you
can.
see? Sorry, dude, you were
No,
just making
go
me
ahead.
think of it. Uh, with the embossed shit and everything, with everything going on with AI right now. Somebody did a badger from Mike Barron,
Uh-huh.
like using AI art to just do like a pinup of the badger, and he's got like a little badger pet like next to him, like Crypto the fucking super dog or some shit. It was pretty cool, man. Mike like posted it up on Twitter earlier today. Apparently he liked it.
Yeah, I hadn't been on Twitter that much today, so I must have missed it, but maybe I'll probably run into it because I do sub to him. Yeah, Mike's
Yeah,
all
it
the
even
time
took me
putting
a
up stuff.
second. I was like, I had to look at it, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit, this is a badger fucking. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, he's all the time putting stuff up there. He's doing a Badger. He's still working on Badger.
Yeah, he's
Getting stuff.
got something coming out with Badger. I
Yeah.
think he's been teasing it a little bit lately. So, but yeah,
Uh,
that'd be cool. I like that.
who else worked on Badger? Steve, and I'm forgetting his last name. Steve somebody.
No,
Can't remember.
oh
I
shit.
haven't I haven't looked at a Badger comic in a long time, except online.
And it's
Check
been
message,
quite a
Rex.
while since I read one.
Okay. What message is that? Oh, Messenger. Okay. On
Um,
on
Steve,
Facebook.
you sure it's Steve? I, I don't know. Nothing's
Steve,
popping right
it'll come
in my.
to me. Yeah,
Okay,
he did a bunch of those
I,
Badgers.
I believe you. That was it. Then there was Badger, and then what was the other guy?
Nexus.
No. He kind of was like Badger, but he was uh, oh, his brain's not functioning. It's getting late. Um,
Yeah, it's almost 5:30.
he was a Malibu Comics character, not the Badger. I don't think it was the other guy. It was like a weasel. Uh, the ferret. Remember the ferret?
Oh, the ferret. Yeah, I remember the ferret from Malibu Comics.
Yeah. He always kind of reminded me of the Badger a little bit. It seemed like pretty much a direct ripoff.
Happy birthday to Eric and Boyd.
Hello, Eric. Happy 26th birthday, young man, and more power to you. And Apex says Jeff Butler drew the Badger, Rex. Badger? In Africa?
Thanks,
Pretty
Eric,
bad.
for dropping by. I mean, he's gone now, but it was nice of him to drop
You
by.
love to see Eric.
Ferret was cool. Early Tom. I'm not familiar with that artist.
Yeah.
Jeff Butler.
It
Yeah.
was some cool art, and I did some really cool, what do you call them? Specialty covers. There was the one that had like a bullet hole through his chest. There was another one that was like a profile sculpted thing.
Not
So you got like his
Eaglehart.
hair and his face.
Yeah,
Pretty neat.
Elsie, I may go over and see my mom as she was trying to get a hold of me. Yeah.
Oh,
After the show.
you better go see your mama, boy.
Yeah. She was
Mm,
wanting
Don't make
something.
me come down there and chase you around. Do my
I
goofy
haven't
ways.
wanted to go out, to tell you the truth. It's been darn cold. I was kind of bragging yesterday that it was probably in the 40s or 50s, but today
How
it's been
cold is
darn
it
cold
there,
all
Rick?
day long.
How cold?
I, I mean, I'd have to do a search online because I don't get internet
Oh my
streaming
god, you don't even know.
news or anything. I'd say damn cold. Back probably in the 30s, 20s. I don't know. Feels like it. It's cold.
We were
It's
minus 15 with the wind chill. I think we were like 12 degrees.
Well, not
Fahrenheit.
quite that low, but it's coming before the winter's over.
Fucking cold, dude.
I know it is. Yeah.
God damn it. Sorry, God. Man, it's cold. Shit. I'm not built for this anymore. I used to love it
Tomorrow
when I was
we
a
will.
kid. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was out of my mind.
Tomorrow we have on Dr. Mask if he's not frozen in mid transit.
Mark,
And
talk to me.
Friday we'll be looking at some very nice cheesecake, Dave Stevens artwork, and
Woo.
of course on the 21st on next Sunday I'll be on the mic stand with Mike Walters. Lots of fun. And then
Taco.
I have contacted Godfoe, and they will be coming on at some point in the future. We haven't set a definite date yet. They did tell me probably not on the 4 o'clock shadow because they like evening streams. I'm fine with that.
Oh, whatever. It's all good, man.
Got to work with
It
their
is
schedule.
what it is.
Apex says it is what it is. Yeah. Apex says it's cold here too, 41 degrees for our high today.
41. Yeah. That's not even cold. That's chilly.
Out
That's
here says
sweatshirt weather. Right? That,
6 right now. It's warmer today, 6 right now. Wow.
yeah, I think Helder's up here by me somewhere.
He's up in Canada.
He's in Canada? Helder's in Canada?
Yeah.
No. Oh, what's it on boot?
Yeah. Yes, he's up in Canada.
I didn't realize Helder was in Canada. I thought he was up here by me in the Midwest. All right.
No,
Well, I
he
mean,
is on
Wisconsin.
Central Time. He is on Central Time, but he's up in Canada.
Right. That's why I thought he was up here by me somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. He's up there where
But yeah,
penguins
I
near
mean,
the
I'm
thread.
just spitting distance from the Canadian border, dude. I'm like,
He's in
I
Winnipeg.
don't know.
He's in Winnipeg.
Okay. Yeah, if I drive
Winnipeg
like
is famous for
4 hours
being
straight north, then
Winnipeg
I'm
is
in
famous
Canada.
for being where Billy Graham's ministry was, and now Franklin Graham's ministry.
Right.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Well, I can't drive straight north.
Well, how far are you from Canada? If you were to want to go to Canada,
If I had a boat and I could just drive straight through like the main street that I live off of, straight into Lake Michigan and across the Canadian border, I could be there in like 4 hours. But because I have Lake Michigan in my way, I have to drive around to either one side or the other of Lake Michigan before I can go north. So it takes like 6 or 7 hours from where I'm at to get to the Canadian border.
Carrie looked it up. So high today at 32 here, low 29. So we're just kind of like at freezing here.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I'm
Okay.
well below
I mean,
freezing. Right?
yesterday we might have been up in the 50s for the high, and now all of a sudden it's 32.29. Yeah, there's a change, brother. And I know what Mom wanted to warn me about how cold and to leave my water dripping. Guarantee you, if I go over there right now, that's what you'll be saying. It's good to start my battery.
Rex, you better crack your faucets. Let that water run.
That's what she'll tell me. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And I better go placator. So we'll cut this short today, my friend, and say hi to the
All right. Well, everybody have a wonderful Sunday night, and we love you all. And I'm gonna go bundle up, and me and Mama Huck are gonna put up a Christmas tree. I think.
There you
might
go.
have some
Better
photos
you than me,
for
brother.
you tomorrow.
I have no desire. I've already got mine up, and here it is.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. See, that's how you do it, man. Quick and easy.
Quick and easy. Hibernation weather. That's all I've been doing today.
Dude, you know what I found?
Uh-huh.
Fucking screwing around online today, I found a Christmas tree topper that's a fucking raven, dude.
All right. Stop
I'm gonna
using
have
that
to
C
get,
word,
I,
Shadow Hawk. I don't know what C word is. I missed it.
C
Anyway,
word.
C word.
I
Yeah,
don't know
stop
what the
using
C.
that C word. Is it Christmas? What?
You English people use the see you next Tuesday all the time, and that's like offensive to me. I don't know which C word you're talking about,
If
Carrie.
people are offended by Christmas, too bad. Christmas, whatever.
If
If
you're
you're ashamed
offended,
of
yeah,
me,
if
I'll
you're
be
offended by
ashamed of you. What
Christmas,
can I
then
say?
yeah, if you're offended by Christmas in December, then you know what? Happy Ramadan or whatever the fuck you
Rom,
want to
right?
celebrate.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't look, man, I would get out now before they tell you to get in that burqa and start beating on you. I'm telling you,
I,
I ain't a
I ain't
going
hating on you,
now.
but you know what? You do you, boo.
It's
You know,
mostly
and they
peaceful,
fucking
and
come
there's
up.
a burning car behind me. It's mostly peaceful.
Yeah, when there's a store burning down and you're being raped by 6 people in the middle of the
Whoa,
fucking
did we really
street.
have to say the R word? Really? Oh,
You know,
okay.
if
Great.
that's
Now
what you
Rick is
want in
saying
your
I'm being
country.
Xmas. I wasn't serious when I said the C word. Okay. I don't know what that
Well,
was, but anyway, get out of here before we get in trouble. Bad boy.